Hey guys, it's Biggs. Thanks for always for the love and support. We've already passed the 3K mark. That is all due to you guys for all the love and support you've shown me. Thank you very much for hitting that subscribe button and hitting the bell and sharing those videos out for everybody else to see. I really, really appreciate it from my heart. Thank you. Now today, I want to do something a little bit different, and I know I say that all the time, but today, honestly, it's going to be something a little bit different. Hey, maybe every video is a little bit different. I don't know. But today, with watching, with us being all kind of shut in somewhat, and we're not traveling, I'm not going out to fish shows, I'm not speaking at things, and I've always had that opportunity where I get to travel constantly to these conventions and to go to see people at their fish clubs and stuff, and I'm honestly seeing fish rooms and all that stuff. With not being able to do that, that's changing the dynamic a lot. Now, I am a truly, truly fortunate and blessed individual that I have so many friends and I've had so many amazing opportunities all over the world to be able to do these things, and I'm very, very thankful for all of it. And it will all come back. I will get back out on the road when the world comes back to kind of a somewhat normal state. We're getting back out there and you're going to see Biggs out there again. So I look forward to that. But we got to start finding where we take our inspiration from. And that is going to be the title of today's talk. It's going to be more along the lines of where I'm finding the inspiration. And today's video specifically, there's some things that have some things that have happened recently on some of my social media pages that have really truly hit home and really, really inspired me. So I hope you enjoy today's video about inspiration. Now, as you guys know, I try to always get as many of my kids involved in things one way or another. My oldest daughter, Zoe, is an absolute asset. Even though she doesn't really like it half the time, she always knows dads get super frustrated when something doesn't work. But Zoe, thank you very much. You have always helped me. You have always inspired me. You help me with everything on the technical aspect. You've helped me with things, even if it's things that you don't know, you're willing to spend the time and research a little bit. So I really, really appreciate that. Isabel, you have helped me immensely in the fact that you are always willing to help me film and do stuff. You might not like being in front of the camera, and that's totally fine, but you still inspire me in the way that you are always willing, and you're a wonderful, wonderful young woman growing up. Riley, you have helped me immensely with doing all the stuff with plants. And I know that you've expressed a lot of interest in different sorts of plant things. And with the Beast build, you've helped me since day one. We started building that together. We finished it together. We planted it together. You didn't really help me with the lighting stuff. But then again, Dad couldn't really help himself with the lighting stuff. He had to pull on some friends to get all that done anyways. But we still had some fun. And I hope to do many, many more videos with you in the future as well. And then there's my youngest, my Paisley. Now, you guys have seen many videos with me and Paisley. She loves going anywhere with Dad. We spent all sorts of time in nature, looking at things from a different set of eyes. I try to show her just to appreciate everything the way we find it and enjoy it. She loves bugs and flowers and plants and fish and everything. And as you guys know, she loves her isopods. So she's got her own cultures of isopods. She knows very well, and she tells me all the time those are her isopods. And she helps me out on the farm all the time with the animals and stuff like that. We got some videos coming up, honestly, this week, I believe, that'll be coming out. That'll be talking about something that Paisley was helping me on the farm with, where we had some fun. So you're looking at my plants, my bugs. They're not bugs, they're crustaceans, but are we still fascinated with bugs? We're talking about fish. We're talking about the farm. So these are 4 young ladies that have inspired me immensely. But recently, on social media, I've seen things come to play of some other individuals that have truly given me that inspiration. And I think I needed to highlight some of these individuals for you. Now, some of these people are truly exemplary, and they give me absolute great comfort, especially in the political climate of the world that we live in today, with a lot of uncertainty. We don't know what's happening. We don't know what's going on. But honestly, I think after maybe you guys hear some of these stories of a couple of these individuals, then you'll think that maybe after all this chaos is done that we're going to be okay. I think we're going to be leaving it in some good hands. Not every kid's going to be amazing. Sorry, it's the reality. My kids are totally amazing. I'm not judging yours. Mine are awesome, but whatever. So first off, there's this one amazing young man in Indiana. His name is Devin Browning. Not only does this little dude help his mom out with absolutely everything related to their entire house full of aquariums, and I'm not kidding, trust me, this lady is completely completely out of control, fish crazy. Absolutely crazy. There's tanks everywhere. But Devin, for his 12th birthday, chose to do what I view as one of the most selfless acts possible. He wanted to raise money for a charitable organization. That's pretty darn cool, Devin. That's pretty darn cool. We do see that occasionally, that there are people raising money and funds for different things, and they donate it to things and stuff like that. And I think that's super, super cool. I think that's a great teaching opportunity for our families to teach our children how to be selfless and stuff like that. And I think that's great. But wait, there's more. This charitable organization that Devin chose is also very near and dear to him because it directly impacts tropical fish, and more particularly, his favorite fish, cichlids. Devin is an extremely accomplished African cichlid breeder himself, and he's been raising and breeding African cichlids at home since the 2nd grade. This guy's definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with if he's a member of a local club in their Breeders' Award Program, or BAP. Watch out, people. Devin's coming for you. Now, Devin chose to raise funds on his birthday for the bitches. Yep, I said that right. Bitches. So basically, Devin had a bitch birthday. I can't make this stuff up. 12-year-old having a bitch birthday. All right. Well, bitch is actually the acronym for Babes in the Cichlid Hobby. This is a fundraising branch of the American Cichlid Association. This organization was started by these 3 absolutely amazing and truly inspiring women in themselves. They're cichlid hobbyists of long time. It's Pam Chin, Carolyn Estes, and Pamela Marsh. These ladies are simply known as the Babes, and they've all been granted the title of Fellow of the American Cichlid Association for their absolute tireless efforts in raising funds for cichlid conservation efforts around the globe. These ladies have been doing it for years, and they've raised an absolute boatload of money. And these efforts have gone out to supporting things, global conservational efforts everywhere, educational efforts, studies on anything pertaining to cichlids. So hands off to them. Let's get back to Devin. And Devin was a part in all of this by his all choosing. So Devin, this is absolutely beyond super cool. Whether you raise $1 or you raise $1,000, it doesn't matter. You did this on your own choosing. You are truly a hero to the fishes. So thank you from me for being such an awesome kid. I wish you a happy, happy birthday, my friend. Now, with all the other videos that you guys have seen where I have Paisley, my youngest, exploring nature and working with the isopods, well, I have found somewhat a kindred spirit of hers. Now, with me doing YouTube all the time and my traveling and all the amount of stuff that's going on all the time, I don't spend a lot of time, it's just because I don't have it, watching a lot of other YouTube channels. I do have some that I very, very much enjoy, and I honestly try to find ones in different areas than my actual focus of interest to see how I can better my channel to take inspiration from them, hence the title of today's talk. Now, there's this one individual, his name's Wally, has been following me for a while, and he's made comments on my videos that have always been positive, and they generally always pertain to me, how I'm involved with my daughter Paisley and stuff like that, and I've always been very thankful for it. What I've also, because I'm relatively new to YouTube, it never dawned on me most of the time that some of these people that are commenting might actually have a channel and they might actually post videos themselves. So I apologize, Wally. I didn't really realize it at first. But the other day I happened to glance and I followed the link to it and I found his channel. And his channel in itself is truly inspirational. Wally runs Supreme Geckos on YouTube. And we'll put the link in the video here for you guys too. But Wally is very, very much a kindred spirit of mine in the way his passions run, the way he runs his channel, how it's very educationally focused, how he's so passionate about it. But the thing that really, really caught me in watching a bunch of his videos in the past few weeks was that this young lady that he has shows the same passions as my daughter. And her name is Crystal. And this is Wally and Nanette's granddaughter. She's super inquisitive. She's passionate nature lover. She's raised monarch butterflies on her own. She's currently keeping a betta fish at home. And she's very, very much involved with Grandpa's gecko and isopod breeding facility, Supreme Gecko. Her grandfather, Wally, is extremely well known and respected in the reptile and invertebrate community for his expertise, quality. But most importantly, Wally, I think you are known mostly for your passion for the animals in the care that, and the love and sharing of that passion with others. If you haven't already, I really strongly suggest you check out his channel. Even if you just have a passing glimpse on isopods or geckos or anything like that, this guy is truly the real deal, and I think you'll enjoy it. Now, Crystal, as mentioned, is extremely much involved with everything from feeding and cleaning, but as Wally mentioned to me, her true superpower lies in the fact that she is extremely great at finding newly hatched baby geckos. Now, Wally breeds all sorts of different types of geckos. They're not all geckos. Some of them are geckos, like little itty bitty geckos and stuff. And the eggs on some of these are the size of a pea. So she's very, very good at finding those little tiny baby geckos in the incubator. And that's sometimes for us older eyes, that's a bit of a challenge. Now, I'm going to digress for a second, but I've never understood it why, as we get older as a fish keeper, why we go from maybe we kept big fish to all of a sudden our fish get smaller and smaller and smaller. We start, as we get older, we keep pistos and killies and all these smaller fish. To me, it should be the other way around. We should start out with the smaller stuff and work our way up to bigger fish. But let's get back to talking about Crystal. Crystal has two very special animals at her grandpa's house, and they are geckos. And she has aptly named them Batman and Wonder Woman. And this is going to be funny, but they are a pair of, let me totally butcher the name for you here, Tetratrocinus kaiserlingi. And they are a small gecko. And I'm sure, Wally, I've totally butchered that name. Apologize. We'll put the name up here so people can actually follow it and find out exactly what the hell Biggs was talking about. But Crystal talks to these geckos all the time, and she also scolds them if they're not sharing their crickets evenly enough. So she's very, very much involved. But one other factor that she shares directly with my daughter, Paisley, is her absolute love of isopods. And as Wally told me, not only does she love the isopods, and he has hundreds of different types of isopods. I've only got like 20. And that's fine. It's not a competition, Wally. But she also has her own isopods. And she has her own culture of Porcellio laevis dairy cows, which are the exact same ones that Paisley has. So I'm very, very excited. If you do check out Supreme Geckos, check out their YouTube channel. You'll see that Crystal makes an appearance, several videos, and it totally warms my heart to see this happening. We're leading by example. We're teaching the next generation to appreciate life instead of, the trashing the planet like so many people are doing. But for an 8-year-old, Crystal is a truly inspiring young lady. Thank you, Crystal, Wally, and Annette for being such amazing people. Thank you. So we've touched on isopods and reptiles. We've touched a bit on fish. I think we got to have a nice inspiring tale that touches more on the other side of us, and that's my farm outside. So we have some very, very dear friends called the Bart family, and they're in Pennsylvania. And I've had the pleasure of seeing these guys usually multiple times a year at fish shows and such. I don't get to see them right now, so we only get to see each other through social media. And through social media, the children of this family have absolutely blown me away. I'm going to tell you a bit about it. Now, the father's name is Wesley and the mother's name is Christina, and they have two amazing daughters, Liliana, who's 7, we just call her Lily, and Annabelle, who's 5. And these lovely ladies have been involved ever since they were little itty bitty tiny teeny with everything for the fish shows. They're helping out any way they can. They help out with the tanks at home. But more recently, I'm going to say it's about 2 years now, the Bart family sold their family home and they moved and they bought a farm. And this was a farm that needed a lot of work, but they bought this farm from the absolute bottom, and together they have built an absolutely magical place. They started getting cooney pigs, the same as us. They've had all sorts of different types of birds and stuff, and they've got goats, and they're doing all sorts of gardening and everything. They've actually done more than I have. We've done okay with the animals and the building the compounds, but these guys have gone full almost self-sustainability, and I absolute kudos to you. But Lily and Annabelle, from what I've seen on social media, these two tireless young ladies are absolutely involved with everything. These young ladies are doing all those chores that no young 7 or 5-year-old girl would ever say, oh, let me go and do that. They're helping out cleaning the stalls, they're moving stuff, they're doing everything. And these two ladies are truly embracing farm life. And I got to tell you, that is truly inspiring to me. So, Lily, Annabelle, thank you. Wesley and Christina, for raising 2 such amazing daughters, thank you. And to all the other people I've mentioned before in this video, thank you for inspiring me. Each and every one of you, the kids, the parents, each and every one of you inspires me to do this, to do the farm, to do the isopods, whatever aspect that I find that that I enjoy sharing with my kids, that I enjoy bringing to you. So with that, thank you very much for watching, everyone. See you next time. Take care.